Welcome. This is the series of revenue science questions asked and answered in 60 seconds. And this part of the series, we're following our new book, Smart Rev, and we're going to go chapter by chapter through the book and answer for you those frequently asked questions that show up in the book. And the question today is, in chapter 1, we're talking a lot about why, how, and what. And you'll see in the book, we talk about 3 rules of everything. And this is one of those 3 rules: why, how, what. But does it matter which side of the table you're on? And by that, we mean, are why, how, and what different for the seller versus the buyer? The answer is absolutely. And the challenges are very similar, but they're also very different. Why is where the value comes from, and how is the often multitude of ways that it can be offered from the seller to the buyer, and what is exactly what gets done to complete the transfer that was defined in the why. Now, what's really difficult about this is most of us are taught how to do this exactly backwards. We're taught to ask a bunch of what questions and to try and contract for what. And when we do that, as the seller, we typically leave out all our thought leadership and all the real true value. And from the buyer standpoint, we force the seller to leave out that high value. So both of us need to learn how to do it in a different way so we're transferring maximum value. Well, thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you've got the book and you're following along. I think next week we finish the questions for chapter 1. If you need anything, if you need your team certified in Smart Rev, if you need a fractional chief revenue officer, if you need to create a revenue strategy, you need to do any of those things, reach out. And no matter what, I'll see you the next time as we ask and answer revenue science questions in 60 seconds.